Okay, what is going on, Gemini? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct. And once again, this is going to be a reading for you that it's going to cover the second half of September because we missed the midpoint of September. So thank you guys for your patience. I'm finally getting around to you, Gemini. It's been, I think, like a week or so, but since we did your last reading, so we're going to be hopping into your cards, seeing what clarity we can bring out for you guys and what messages can come out to your spread. Hopefully you're doing good out there, having a good day or night whenever you're watching this video. I've been talking about Mars being in retrograde with almost all the signs and how it's been a little heavy and a little tough for the collective. So hopefully you guys are holding it together over there, Gemini. We're going to hop into your cards and see what messages we can get for you. What energies can come through the spread. I'm a little cold, so I threw on my hoodie for this video. You guys are my third reading of the day, which is good because I haven't had a lot of energy to do readings, which is why they're a little late. So I'm glad that we're back into the flow of things for a moment in time. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna shuffle for you a little bit, and then we're just gonna pull some cards and see what's happening. Gemini. This is for Gemini. I like how that one wanted to hop out, but I'm not going to keep it. All right, let's pull. Five of Wands comes out for you guys starting off. We also have the Seven of Pentacles energy. And then we have the King of Swords. So you guys are showing up in your reading. Five of Wands energy starting off. So not too surprised at this energy. This is talking about a little bit of conflict. It could be internal conflict that you're dealing with, Gemini. You could possibly be feeling like you're being pulled in five different directions, or just picking up a lot of resistance from the universal energies. And that kind of makes sense with Mars moving backwards. It's like everybody to a certain extent has been feeling this energy of conflict. There is a lot of clearing that's happening in the collective. There is a lot of shadow work that is taking place. So you may definitely be feeling these layers of resistance that you're trying to break free from, Gemini, or, move through. Five of Wands energy. We also have the Seven of Pentacles hopping out. So with the Seven of Pentacles, this talks about things that are moving slowly. It talks about how something could be on hold in your life, or something is on pause, and you're needing to be patient with the process, or you're needing to have patience with the development of something because it could be moving a little slowly. This is the card that represents seeds being planted, but the fruit from those seeds has yet to grow or to bloom, So I feel that most of the conflict could be coming because there is some slow movement happening in your world, Gemini. Most of the resistance that is here internally for you is due to you possibly not seeing the growth of something, or, the fruit of your labor in a certain sense, and things are moving kind of slow. All right, so after that, we're dealing with the Queen, or not the Queen, but the King of Swords energy. So this is a very direct energy. This is an energy of somebody that is standing in their truth, somebody that communicates very well. This could be the energy that you're taking on. Most of all, this King, I don't know why I would keep wanting to say Queen of Swords, so you guys may be in that energy too, but most of all, the King of Swords energy is about somebody that uses their logic and their powerful mind in order to move forward on their path or on their journey, right? So you guys could be very logical at this time, trying to be very objective about what's happening in your world, especially if you're dealing with a certain level of conflict or slow moving energy. You're trying to look at things at face value for what it really is, and not be clouded by your emotions or, other distractions. This King of Swords is very strong-minded, somebody that moves off of logic and that also strategizes in order to accomplish his plans. So this may be a good time for you to put that strong Gemini mind to work, right? That air quality that you guys have, and to really just kind of make plans for your future or figure some things out, come up with solutions. Yeah, to things. That's kind of what I'm picking up, because something here could be causing conflict with you because there's a need for some sort of solution in some sort of way. It's kind of what I'm picking up. So let's get some more for you, Gemini. See what's going on. You guys have the Eight of Cups that comes out. You also have the Ace of Swords. This one wanted to come out too with the Three of Swords. So for some of you guys, you could be possibly walking away from something with the Eight of Cups. Something here possibly has run its course, or this could be something that kind of has come to an end for you, something that no longer is emotionally fulfilling for you. Eight of Cups energy talks about walking away from something, but it's very hard to walk away from this thing because you almost got to the Nine of Cups, which is talking about emotional fulfillment and satisfaction. You almost got to the Ten of Cups, right? Which is talking about like a wholeness, a feeling of, um, just rest. So with the Eight of Cups, you put a lot of energy into something, you invest a lot of time into it, and it stops paying off in some sort of way. So you end up having to walk away from it. And so there's a lot of emotions of disconnection that come along with this. This is kind of like a struggle. This possibly could be why some of you guys are feeling this internal conflict, because there could be a need for you to walk away from something that, maybe for a while you were thinking about holding on to. But now you're coming in with a lot more clarity. Ace of Wands energy comes in next. So something you have become very clear on, and I really feel like this is a decision to really walk away from something, possibly the thing that was moving very slowly for you in some sort of way, or causing a lot of conflict, is what you're choosing to walk away from, because you have a lot more clarity about where you're heading next, right? Or what you're planning to do, like that King of Swords, right? You've come up with a solution for this matter. And I really feel like somebody here is walking away from something that they were attached to emotionally, once gave you maybe a lot of emotional fulfillment. So there is a little bit of heartbreak that comes along with this energy, because something here could be ending. You could be walking away from something that you were emotionally invested in. And, this could have been something that was kind of out of your plans with the Three of Swords energy. So it may be a little heartbreaking for some of you Geminis. You may be dealing with a little bit of emotional discomfort because you're having to walk away from something that maybe you have, like I said in the beginning, been investing in for a very long time, giving into for a very long time. So now that you're walking away, you do feel a little, down. You are kind of grieving the fact that you have to walk away from whatever this could be. So let's see what else is happening with Gemini. This wanted to pop out. Yeah, the Emperor energy is coming in. What else is coming in for Gemini? That wanted to pop out with the King of Cups. So, and this one wanted to hop out. Two of Swords and Two of Wands. Yeah, makes sense. So I do feel like, Gemini, you're in a place where you're wanting to take control of something, and I feel like you're taking control by walking away from whatever this is that kind of has slowed down for you and has been moving at a snail's pace and causing a lot of conflict. I feel that you're making a very decisive decision to move in a certain direction because you want to take control of the your future as the Emperor. And so some of you guys could have new ideas that are coming in, new plans that you're making. You're taking on a very proactive approach to whatever this is that you're walking away from, and planning on building something new as the Emperor. Okay, this is a very powerful energy. This is somebody that builds an empire, that comes with a lot of wisdom and a lot of drive and determination, a lot of strength. This is authority, the Emperor energy. So you guys are moving in authority. I also feel with the King of Cups energy, some of you guys may be connecting to a water sign, possibly teaming up with a water sign, or just have a significant person in your life moving towards the end of September that is a water sign. Doesn't have to be. For some of you guys, you're taking on this King of Cups energy, so you could be making these moves towards this new space for your own emotional fulfillment, because you no longer were being fulfilled emotionally with this thing that you're walking away from. It started to be a disappointment, you know? So I feel like as the King of Cups, you are mastering your emotions, which is why you're operating more so in the King of Swords energy. But you're also allowing your emotions to play a role in this decision that you're making, you know, in this energy that you're taking control of your life with. You're doing this because you do want to experience more emotional fulfillment, possibly with what it is you're doing with your energy, what you're investing your time into, whether this is for work or business or job or relationship or leisure activities, whatever this could be. It's like you're doing this or making this move because you do want to get more emotional fulfillment out of this. All right. Now after that, we had the Two of Swords energy with the Two of Wands energy. So both of these really talk about you being at a crossroads and almost possibly being forced to make a decision because you're at the end of the road. You're at a place where you have to go left or right. And so for a moment in time, I do feel like you guys have been kind of indecisive about, you know, if you're going to go to the right or the left. I feel this more so has to do with what you're doing next. Is like, you know, for sure you're walking away from something. I don't really feel like you're too indecisive about this thing that has come to an end. But the only thing that you may be indecisive about is like what you're doing next, or how you're going to pull off what you're trying to do next. There may be more than one avenues that are here for you to take, and you're trying to figure out, okay, I know that I'm going in a new direction, but exactly how am I going to get in that direction? Two of Swords energy, you may not know for sure. You may be a little undecided on how you're going to make this happen. So there are some things to kind of work through as you're kind of taking control of this situation, as you're walking away from something, as you're moving in a new direction. You still have to figure some things out, which makes sense. What else do we have for Gemini? Yeah, but very soon here, I do feel like you guys are going to be moving very quickly into this King of or this is the Knight of Wands energy. This is talking about passionate movements, like charging forward, right? Action first, thinking later. So I do feel that because you guys are really getting a certain level of clarity, you're about to start like taking action in this new beginning or new area of your life, Gemini. Yeah, like charging forward, like feeling this motivation. And you know, the Knight of Wands is known as the knight that kind of does things on impulse and just does things that is really based in his passion and drive. And so sometimes that could be the bad side about the Knight of Wands is his impulsive nature, but sometimes that is his strength at the same time, because instead of overthinking it, you know, like maybe the Knight of Swords would do, or making a decision way too slowly like the Knight of Pentacles, or you know, becoming too emotional about it like the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Wands is just like, let's do it, let's shoot first and ask questions later, like that type of energy. Let's just pull the trigger, let's just get to it. So this could be what you're doing because you're not wanting to get stuck in a energy of feeling too indecisive with the Two of Swords. You could just be like, okay, let's go, like I don't even, let's just do something, I have to do something. And some of you guys could just be feeling that pressure to make a decision, so like you're just like making it happen. Yeah, and I feel like this pressure could be coming in because you have a tower moment that's kind of like hitting for you, Gemini. This is something that is out of your control, that really the universe is orchestrating in your world. A lot of times it talks about the end of an empire, the end of a certain cycle or era where things just come tumbling down. But a lot of times when the Tower card has to get involved, it's something that we knew was coming already. And we, a lot of times, were already supposed to be making uh, choices and decisions and taking action to get out of this tower anyway and to no longer participate in it. But because like we prolong it and push it back and push it back and push it back, the universe finally has to step in and be like, okay, you know what? It's the end of this. Like, you were supposed to leave this years ago or months ago or whatever. And we just have to go ahead and speed up the process for you because you're a little behind on time. So that doesn't have to be the case with you, Gemini, but I do feel like there is something that is kind of like falling apart and being cleared out of your way. And so there is this momentum that has come in because of this tower moment that's kind of pushing you out of your comfort zone a little bit, but also making you kind of move in this new direction that I really feel like is going to be good for you. Like, everything here seems positive. What else do we have for Gemini that wanted to fall? Seven of Swords energy is here. And the Queen of Pentacles. So a lot of people are showing up in your reading. Seven of Swords, once again, talks about strategy. So even if you have this kind of impulsive energy about doing something new and just wanting to charge into this next chapter of your life, there is still a need to strategize like that King of Swords. So you guys have a lot of like mixed energies that you're dealing with, Gemini. On one hand, you just want to just go and just jump, you know, and then on the other hand, you kind of want to strategize and make sure that your next move is your best move. And I feel like this one could be the best one to go with, because you're coming out of something that seems like it was very big with this tower moment, major arcana energy. So yeah, Queen of Pentacles is coming after that, and this could be another person in your energy, an earth sign that kind of is in your energy second half of September. But if this is you, the energy that you're taking on, this talks about a multitasking type of energy. So doing, more than one thing at once and needing to balance a lot of different things, having a lot on your plate is what the Queen of Pentacles is good at doing. Bringing balance to a lot of different things like at one time. So some of you guys could really be multitasking, especially when it comes down to like financial things or career or job or whatever this could be. You could be in a place where you're doing this and doing that too, and then getting ready for this. This is like the person that has like two jobs or has one main job and a side business and, or multiple streams of income, or has like a job and dealing with a relationship and has children, and it's like a lot going on. So you guys could definitely have a full plate because you're transitioning into something new here, Gemini. So you could be taking on the Queen of Pentacles energy because you're dealing with a lot of different energies at once. While one cycle is closing out, you're still kind of involved with that cycle, but a new one is opening up. So you're needing to kind of balance the both of them. All right, Gemini. So let's pull a couple of more cards for you from the Wild Unknown. And see what's going on there. All right, yeah, once again, Two of Wands energy jumps out. So you're definitely at a crossroads here, Gemini. You're definitely like you're about to cross over a threshold here, which really opens up a brand new cycle for you. You're leaving one cycle to begin another one. So you could just feel this transition taking place in your life, and all the things that accompany such a big transition like that. Excuse me. Now, for some of you guys with the Chariot energy, you're feeling once again this momentum that's coming in, this drive, this push to do something new. That's kind of what the Chariot energy is about. Like you beginning to take control of your chariot in a way to where you're moving to the next phase of life. You're pushing, you're exerting or imposing your will on your reality and starting to drive towards your goals and accomplishments and things that you want for yourself. So this Chariot energy is a very powerful energy that's coming out for you guys. Like this is like a very ambitious type of energy where you could be starting to chase your dreams and ambitions, starting to manifest very big goals for yourself that you want to see happen and come into your reality, and getting yourself, in a space where you're not allowing things to hold you back anymore. For some of you guys, you definitely could be moving too. The Chariot energy is all about making moves, traveling, relocating. For some of you guys, you could be doing that, moving into the second half of September or October. But even if you're not physically moving, it's like there is a shift and movement that's happening in your life in general. So something is being uprooted while you're having to travel or move to another space of like foundation and security. All right, Gemini. So all makes sense. Transition, very big transition for you guys. Yeah, once again, 10 of Wands energy. Like something here is being closed out. You're closing a cycle. You're getting closure for a certain type of cycle that you've been a part of. That you really paid your dues with this cycle. The 10 of Wands is about paying dues. It's about consistency, determination. It's about doing the hard work and the labor and carrying the burdens and doing something that is all about duty, training. So you guys learned a lot with this last cycle that you have been a part of, is what I feel. Um, you've carried these burdens for a very long time, and you've grown because of carrying these burdens, put on a lot of muscle, you know, whether that's spiritually or mentally or emotionally or physically. But it's like you're at the end of this cycle now. This is a repeat of what we've already been talking about. This is coming to an end, to a close. You're ready for a new beginning once again. All right. So 10 of Wands energy. This to me also makes me think about fall time, the autumn, and how you're having a lot of changes going into fall, Gemini. This is going to be a season for you where there's a lot of transitions happening, a lot of closing out of cycles in the fall time, especially October is what I'm feeling. So definitely be ready for these major transitions. Let's keep it moving. Father of Cups comes out again. So yeah, somebody here is definitely dealing with a water sign, because this water sign is like very close to your energy, and they're like wanting to see what's going on with you, and they're like wanting to be in contact with you. Somebody here just has this person in their energy, and I don't think you can get away from this person. I don't feel like you really want to, but I do feel like there's somebody here who just like may want to care for you, or they're like concerned about like what's happening in your world. Maybe they see you going through these transitions and they're wanting to like be there, be supportive for you in some sort of way. That's kind of what I feel. Or once again, this is just the energy you're taking on because you're headed towards emotional fulfillment in some sort of way. Mother of Wands is also coming out. So you guys have a lot of like court cards in your reading. You may be dealing with a lot of different energies, a lot of different people going into October, or you're just taking on a lot of different forms, Gemini, because you may be, shape shifting because of all of these shifts that are happening in your world. Mother of Wands energy, fiery, passionate, very strategic, once again, very attractive and magnetic personality and energy. So you guys could be really wanting to manifest new things in your world and using your charm, using your attraction, your manifestation powers in order to bring these new opportunities in your world. Also in this energy of protecting yourself, right? This person is protecting her children here that have yet to be born. So some of you guys could be in a space where you're protecting this potential that you have, protecting these new goals and ambitions that you have at all cost, right? Until they come into a space of maturity. So Great energy. I kind of feel like that's all for you guys, Gemini. Like, yeah. Let's pull a fairy card for you. I don't want to make this reading too long. But I do know you guys are transitioning, and I think that's going to be the name of your reading is transition, because it's a lot of change that's happening for you guys. And I mean, it's a lot of change that's happening for the collective as a whole, but for you guys in particular, this is the most transition energy that I've seen with all my readings. So the Hermit energy comes out for you guys for the fairy card. So it says, find or be a mentor, take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. So any of those three things could be what you're kind of feeling. The Hermit is all about, isolation, kind of needing the time to yourself to refuel, rejuvenate, and to also get clear on where you're heading next, getting more knowledge about your path and about yourself. So you could be taking on the hermit mode, Gemini, because you have so many shifts and changes that are happening with you. So there's a need to go internal in order to deal with all of these changes that are happening in your external world. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up right there for you guys. Hopefully that resonated with you. If it did, let me know about it in the comments as usual. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new here. You guys can follow me on IG at chrisanthony14lbs, chrisanthony 14 pounds. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can book that in the description of the video below. It'll have all the details about how to book with me. Until October, you guys stay safe out there for sure, and I will see you guys later.